Hello and welcome to Chasing the Dollar, brought to you by TAB Sportsbet. Ben Damon is my name. I'm joined by Tim Newbold. Tim, it was another good week last week.
Yeah, another really good week, Ben. The best bet won, straight to the front, mythical legal, leading all of the way, and good odds too, so it was a winning week.
Yeah, most certainly was good odds, and a very good week if you're catching up with Chasing the Dollar. Matt Jenkins does each and every week. He's there again for TAB Sportsbet.
Well, Ben, Saturday night at Wentworth Park, the good news is there's a $25,000 quaddie jackpot as well. So make sure you take note of Tim's tips. He did pretty well with his best bet last week. Throw a little bit of value in for the punters this week, Tim, and we'll really juice that dividend up. And also on Friday night at Wentworth Park, the first race of the night, there's a first four jackpot as well of $10,000 for New South Wales customers. So that is all good news and a good reason to have a bet as well. Saturday night at the Meadows, it's the Group 1 heats of the Maturity Classic. Of course, that series goes for 3 weeks. TAB Sportsbet will have a market up for that, the overall winner, and of course reprice that right up until the final on July 28th. So boys, plenty to look forward to.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. We'll talk to you later on in the show, but let's get into the first leg of the quaddie there at Wentworth Park on Saturday night. This is the free-for-all. It's race number 5, and Tim, it is an outstanding race. This
really is a cracking race. Bye-bye Bucks, Catch a Grenade, the young pup coming through. Where's the Risk, who won last week? I'm going for the young one, Catch a Grenade. He's going from 5th grade company last time out to free-for-all company, but I think he can step up. He is a brilliant beginner. He's got high speed. He ran 29.88 last time out at Wentworth Park. I think he's got the early pace to lead this field. If he leads, I don't think they can run him down. He is just a flying machine, and I think he's really going to go through the grade. Well, he's up to top grade now, but make a name for himself in group company. I think he is a very, very good young pup, Catch a Grenade. Bye-bye Bucks. One of the hardest to beat. He was a bit unlucky when finishing behind Where's the Risk last week in 3rd position, but he should get room to move early because he's got Total Terror, a wide runner, slow beginner on his outside, so he should get enough room to move and carve across at the first turn. He's got a great chance, and throw in number 1 Lagoon Lawana, coming back from the WAX, is drawn to get the gun run over on the inside.
We get on to race number 6. This is the second leg of the quaddie. These dogs won through last week. It's a pretty tough-looking race this time.
Oh, Ben, I really think there's only 2 winning chances, genuine winning chances, in 6 Proven Emily and 8 Fancy Dish Liquor, and I really like Proven Emily. She went like a torpedo, running 5.35 to the mark last week and led throughout, breaking 30 seconds. She was debuting at Wentworth Park. She's only got improvement in her. They don't run any quicker to the mark, and if she begins, she's going to lead clearly, and I don't think they'll run her down. I think she's a 5th grade greyhound going places. I think she can really reach top grade company here in New South Wales. 6 Proven Emily, I've got a big opinion of her. 8 Fancy Dish Liquor, I think the only possible danger, beautifully drawn wide out on the track. Did run a similar time to Proven Emily last week, but Proven Emily did have better earlier sectionals, so if she doesn't lead her, I don't think she can run her down. So I think 6 from 8, and throw in number 1 Lucky Emma, who's beautifully drawn inside a wide runner and must be thrown into the multiples.
All right, we move on to race number 7. This one is for the stayers, the third leg of the quaddie, and, well, this is a hard one.
Yeah, it is a tough race, Ben. I've ended up settling on Hot Buzzard. Should find this a little easier than what he ran into, or what she ran into last week. She only met a 5-dog field, but they were probably a little bit stronger. I think Dusty Dave might make the race for Hot Buzzard by carving to the lead, and Hot Buzzard can follow it over, and I think she'll be too strong at the end. She loves Wentworth Park. She's run 42.5 at the track, and if she can repeat that run, I think she'll be very, very hard to beat. 6 Dusty Dave, debuting at Wentworth Park over the distance, should run to the lead and can run a big race. Has been really seasoned for this run with a couple of half-mile runs at Gosford in recent times. Throw in 2 Irish Marina. She is really, really consistent, and she's just struggling to break through at Wentworth Park, but she's definitely one you've got to throw into the multiples. And 1 Gail Allen is very, very consistent and should be up in the leading division from the outset.
The final leg of the quaddie is race number 8. This is a pretty good-looking race as well. 8 Too Much goes from the 7 here. Tim has been in some pretty good form of late. Probably the form greyhound in this race. Is that where you're going?
Yeah, without a doubt, definitely the form greyhound. But I am going to just steer a little away from him, just looking for one at value, and I like number 6, Undisputed Dos. He's a reliable beginner, good early pace, can handle wide draws, and he's got a moderate beginner drawn on his inside, so I think he can carve to the lead at the first turn, and he'll be very, very hard to beat. He resumed at Wentworth Park last week, a little more fitness under his belt. I think he can run a terrific race at good value. 7, 8 too much, clearly the one to beat. He's airborne, won its past couple at Wentworth, at Maitland, I should say, in great fashion, and has run a flying 29.73 at Wentworth Park. He is clearly the one they've got to beat. And throw in number 1, Provoked, who's drawn to get the gun run on the rails inside a wide runner. Throw it into the Boldables.
All right, time to get the best bet and the best value. The best bet last week was a winner and a pretty good value as well. That has built up that total that we're keeping. Where are we going this week?
I like Proven Emily in race 6, as I mentioned earlier. She's got brilliant early pace, running 5.35 last week. If she does repeat that run, she'll lead, and I think she'll be too good. She'll just keep rolling along, and I think she's a greyhound which can go through to top grade here in New South Wales.
And what's your best value for the night?
One in race 2, number 2, $1.04. It won't be $1.04. It'll be really, really good odds. Vintage Blend, the enigmatic Vintage Blend, will be the favourite in the race, and I think from box 2, finally drawn nearer to the rails, $1.04 can run a really good race on an each-way basis.
All right, let's get back to Matt Jenkins from TAB Sportsbet. Take us through what else is happening in sport.
Well, Ben, and we know the Olympics is only a little bit over 2 weeks away, and if you can't travel over there first class and stay 5-star like yourself, you can be over here watching it on the 8 channels, dedicated channels for Foxtel, and of course Channel 9 covering the games, and TAB Sportsbet accommodating all your punting needs as well. We're going to be betting on every gold medal event, over 1,500 different contests, so it's going to be a huge coverage and a big couple of weeks as well. And Michael Phelps, he's listed down to compete in 7 different events, so that's 7 chances to win gold. He's $26 to scoop the pool. The one event he's outsider in, the 4x100 metres freestyle. The Aussies are favourites there, of course, James Magnussen there. The Aussies $1.60 in that event. As stack more markets have gone up around Stephanie Rice. Can she back it up from Beijing? With plenty of good chances in the pool. Check all those markets out. Other sporting front, we've got the NRL. It's rivalry round and some cracking matchups of two. The Doggies, $1.12. They've opened up the shortest price of the season against the Parramatta Eels. We've got in the AFL, the Pies taking on the Cats. Of course, a rematch of last year's grand final. The Pies have gone up $1.60. So there is a lot to look forward to this weekend. The Tour de France rolls on. Cadell, he's got a little bit of work to do. And of course the Aussies over there in the cricket, they had a pretty poor series too. They got beat 4-0 by the Poms, but look forward to bounce back against Pakistan. That's coming up. They have drifted in the market to win the 2020 World Cup. Of course, that is on later in the year. Now, if you've got an iPhone or an iPad app, make sure you update it and check out all the new features of our TAB Sportsbet iPhone and iPad app. If you haven't got it, download it at the App Store today. All the markets, tab.com.au, 133 390. Of course, you can visit your local TAB.
Okay, thank you very much, Matt. Now, before we go, we have been asking for your questions to either of us on Facebook. We've got quite a few this week. We'll have a look at one of them, and this is from Todd Barrett. It's for Tim. What are your thoughts on the Gardens? Now, it's been a while since GRNSW has taken a 70% share. Have you seen any noticeable improvements? You've been there quite a bit. Is it much different?
Yeah, well, I haven't really noticed any major improvements to the track or the facilities. Look, I'm not saying there can't be a few things done. I actually think with the Gardens, they should be doing something for kids. It's not a really child-friendly grandstand, you could say, and maybe downstairs there might be a few little areas where they can do something for kids. Like you go to a few different pubs in this day and age, and they've got PlayStations and all toys and whatnot. Maybe there might be a little room to move in that little area. As far as any other noticeable improvements, no, well, I haven't really sort of noticed any anyway.
Yeah, no, certainly not. Well, there we go. If you've got any questions for us, go through Facebook, or you can tweet through the Dogs as well. So give us your thoughts all the time. We'll see you next time on Chasing the Dollar. I'm going to have a little break. I'm off to the Olympics and around overseas a little bit. So
tough gig.
Nice time there with Foxtel's coverage of the Olympics. I'll see you when I get back. Ronnie Arnold will be here.
Good to see you, Benny. I hope you have a safe trip. I know you'll do it really, really tough over in London for a couple of months covering the Olympics. Everybody's dream job, I think, and you've nailed it.
Yeah, should be a good time. I'll see you when I come back on Chasing the Dollar.